Hi, I have what I think will be an easy job today. I'm going to install LED taillights in my '69 Mustang. I hesitated to do this. You know, I like to keep the car fairly original, but the LEDs are so much brighter, and people tend to run up on your butt when you're out driving around. And my car's more of a driver, and I have it out a lot, so I think I'd go ahead and upgrade to these LED lights. So I got a pair from CJ Pony Parts. Comes with the lens and everything complete. All you got to do is screw them in your housings and plug them in, apparently. But we'll see. And they look pretty close to the originals, but not exactly, of course. You wouldn't think so anyway. As you can see, the color is a little different. The red lens is darker on the original than the LEDs. There's no really written instructions except what's on the back of the package. And it has some instructions down here about the optional all-at-once brake light warning instructions, how to wire those or unwire those. I really didn't have to do any of that. There's an extra yellow wire in the back, but you don't really use it for anything. They're made in Taiwan, so made in other China. I don't know if that's better or not. That's hard to say. Here's that extra yellow wire they were talking about on these instructions. And I guess if you need to do something with that, you can, but I found out I didn't need it at all. Back here, there's a little switch right there. They don't tell you anything about that. When it's in the center, when the blinker's on, all three lights blink at the same time. If you want it to blink left to right, you switch it that way. If you want it to blink right to left, you switch it the other way, because these will fit either side. So you got to put the switch where you need it. And this one, that's upside down, so put it up this way. I want it to this will be the driver's side. I want it to blink right to left. So I'll switch it over there. So remember that. It's right there. This yellow wire, I'm not going to use it, but I'm wondering if it's hot when this thing's in operation. If it gets inside the taillight housing, it could short out, so I'm going to have to do something with that. And of course, it plugs right into the bulb socket. So wiring is really simple. So getting this all together, if you've had your taillights out before, it's probably not a problem. If you hadn't had this all apart, you may find that the rubber seals are perished or cracked or dry rotted or whatever, and you'll have to replace them. They sell a whole package with everything, all the rubber seals as a kit. But you may not really need that. I knew I didn't. I've had this part previously to clean everything up. So I probably wouldn't buy everything unless you already know you need everything. Mine look like actually the original seals, rubber seals. And they have apparently held up very well over the years. This is the big one. Pretty thick. They're like 18 bucks if you want a new one. Unless they're broken up or cracked or ripped, I guess I wouldn't bother. So, get this apart. really simple, just 6 Phillips screws. Two on the sides hold on the bezel. Like I said, if you never had any of this apart in your car, you may find everything in here is all dirty, ugly, rusty, whatever, and you have to spend some time cleaning everything up. So, back to the lenses. Of course, the LED doesn't have the Ford logo. You wouldn't think that it would. But they have a little different color difference, as you can see. Ford one, it depends on how you look at it in light, looks a little darker than the LED. It's going to make a difference, really, you know, unless you have a concourse car, which means you wouldn't do this anyway. I don't think it's going to make a lot of difference. So this yellow wire I'm not going to use. I don't want it shorting out or anything, so we'll just cap it. Okay, now it's not going to short out on anything. I'm going to tighten these by hand because I don't want to crack these lenses. Now you also, if you go online to buy these, or if you look at the instructions, they tell you need all kind of different flashers or some resistors or something in the system so that this thing will actually work. Because it doesn't have any resistance, hardly any resistance in the LED lights. They'll tell you the flasher is really not going to work correctly. Well, you know what? In my car, at least in my car, that wasn't the case. I didn't need to change anything. It's got the original flasher in it. Didn't put anything in the wiring to add some resistance. And I've already done the right side. And I plugged it in, hit the blinker. Hey, it worked fine without changing anything in the wiring. So keep that in mind. That's a possibility before you buy a bunch of extra stuff. Spend your time crawling underneath the dash. Rip out your flasher, which is not easy. Try it first before you buy anything. You may find that you don't need anything. In the reviews from CJ Pony Parts, there was another guy that said the same thing. Of course, he also had a Mach 1. I don't know if it makes any difference, but he put his in without changing anything, and the blinkers work just fine. So maybe that'll work for you too. Works for me. Okay. Just have to install it back in the car, and we'll see what it looks like. Well, there you are. Pretty simple and painless. Didn't have to change the flasher, didn't have to do anything with the wiring. Basically it was just, like I say, plug and play. I like it. It's worth the $160 for the pair. Don't forget, don't believe everything you think.